Hey, my brothers, welcome. What are the three characteristic traits of the attractive man? This is going to be fun. I've been teaching this for a while and it's been going over really well in my private coaching. And I got it from Dr. Robert Glover, but I haven't heard him go deep into it either. But I really want to go deep into this because this is turning to be a sort of a bedrock for what I've been teaching men to not only become the attractive man, but to really anchor their life on purpose, on adventure, on excitement, on meaning and satisfaction. So here they are. I'm going to give them to you right up front. Then we're going to dive into each one, okay? First of the three aspects of the attractive man is one, he's comfortable in his own skin. Two, he knows where he's going. And three, he's having fun along the way. And the more I've gotten into this, I've realized this has now become foundational just for living. How simple could it be to say, if you want to live a great life, wake up in the morning and just say these three things to yourself and then bring them to life. To say, you know what? I'm good. To say I'm comfortable in my own skin, it says, you know what? I'm good. It's one of my mantras. I have my three, what I call my involuntary Tourette's. Just throughout the day, I find myself just saying, I'm good, or I love my life, or I've got this. So write those three down. Those are little bonuses, but that's the anchor of being comfortable in your own skin. And honestly, in a psychological stance, is probably the foundational piece. Being comfortable in your own skin just means I like myself. I'm good with who I am. That doesn't mean you're perfect. And this is the thing we get over. It's like we have failures. My gosh, I'm going to tell you stories of my failures as we go along if you haven't heard them. And obviously my successes, but it's like at any place, wherever you are, just to be able to say, I'm good. I've mentioned this numerous times. Many people quote, but back in the 70s, Dr. Scott Peck wrote a book called The Road Less Traveled. It's probably one of the first psychology books to come to the masses in a way that wasn't just clinical. And it was very helpful. But one of the things he says in there is if you want to judge your own mental health, where you are psychologically, how healthy you are in your mind as a man, as a person, man or woman, is to the degree, you rate it from a scale of 1 to 10, do you just answer the question, how much do I like myself? Do I agree with that statement? I like myself. 6, 5, 7, 8. How much can you say I just like myself? And I always break it down to this aspect of liking yourself. First of all, cut yourself a little break. We worry about the opinions of others. Nice guy syndrome is typically about wanting to get approval before we even speak. So we're always testing things before we just announce our desires, our intentions, our thoughts, our opinions, because we want other people to be able to see and hear and feel it. And it's just coming back to the place like, I know in any circumstance, I can handle it. If there is a challenge that comes up, I can find the answers. It's so funny. The other day we were just talking about something that I had no clue about. We installed this washer dryer unit in the apartment, and we're looking at it. It's all in Russian. We're going, what the? Yeah, what? But I go, let me go on YouTube and let's type it in. So I typed in the name and the model number, and sure enough, there's a how-to video in English about how to use this thing. So it's like just the belief that no matter what comes my way, I'll figure it out. To also believe that you have enough is a place of calm. We feel this desperation. I don't have enough. I'm not getting enough. And my story, I'll share more. But since the war, I've had a lot of setbacks, and my business ended in Ukraine. And so it was a different income challenge, different lifestyle challenge, figuring out what I'm going to do next. But at the same time, to be able to go, you know what, whatever it is, I got this. I like the fact that I've had 7-figure businesses in the past, 4 of them specifically, and I've also had a couple of crashes, complete crashes. And this would be my third, and hopefully my last. But it's a beautiful place to then rebuild and refocus and come back. To be able to go into any environment and just go, whatever comes, I'll figure it out or I'll adjust. when you operate from that place of peace, you're always going to make better decisions. You'll be better in your presence. You'll be better with your energy. So when you're first walking into a room or wherever it may be, is to just feel, I'm comfortable in my own skin. And of course, this relates to dating as guys go out because they're always freaked out about the pretty girl, whatever else. I've gotten into this thing and it's easier here. I say it's easier here because to me, I guess you'd call it a pickup line, is somewhat simpler. I mean, there've been just a beautiful girl walking this way, coming towards me. And all I have to do is simply say, hey, just a second, do you speak English? And it's just a great opening line to be able to start and have a conversation, just see if there's any cute energy or anything there. But to be comfortable with doing that and accepting the fact that somebody may just go, no, and walk on whether they speak English or not, just kind of pass you by. But to be okay with that is really what it's about. And that's very attractive to women. So the first character trait that's attractive to women is a man who's comfortable with his own skin. The second one is that he knows where he's going. And pardon me, I got to indulge here. Citrus. I like the way these guys make it. And to know where you're going is just a general sense of ambition, direction. Answering the question, well, first of all, why are you doing what you're doing? Even if it's just you have a job, you have a sense of ambition, you want to improve, you want to get ahead, or you're using the job to save up for your great adventure trip, your travel across Europe, you're buying your first house, getting the next car, building a savings account, you're getting a side hustle going. There's a reason for what you're doing. And, in Dream Connections, we had, I don't know, we'd always have hundreds and hundreds of people come together to see if they'd have a connection. And I'd interview the ladies and say, what are you looking for? Key character traits in a man. And of course, if I ask the men that, they're always physical descriptions, this hottie, it's just got to be this and that, right? But it's funny, the interesting, in all my interviews, the most common first answer women would give is a man with ambition. And pressing in on that, he doesn't have to be, Elon Musk or, whatever high ambition person you see in that kind of realm. But ambition simply means there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I like going after it. I'm going in a direction. And for her to sense that you have a general direction where you're going is ambition. And that's very attractive. Ambition also includes your personal development. It's why you're watching this video. We're always growing, learning new ideas. One more idea stretches you to a new, expanded sense of who you are. That's the second aspect of being an attractive man. He has a sense of where he's going. And the third is he's having fun along the way. This is more critical today because we get caught up. We just get buried in stress. We feel overwhelmed. We feel inferior to other people because we're comparing. Instead of comparing to just who we were yesterday, we're comparing ourselves to other people. And of course, we don't see their whole life. And so we only see the stuff we see in order to tear our self-image down. And it's horrible. And that combination of saying, and I'm having fun along the way, is a lightness of being. And once you find that, treasure it, hold it, keep your lightness of being, and don't let yourself get bogged down. You can keep yourself up by surrounding yourself with good motivational stuff, like watching video like this, other motivational speakers you like, getting up in the morning, having a routine, getting up, doing my push-ups, some quiet meditation time, planning my day, something to look forward to, and finding my happy places. I need a break. I just need to go somewhere I know at the end of spending a little time there, I'm going to come away feeling really happy and good. And so it puts me in a place where I'm already having fun. And one of the teachings I'll come back to someday is this idea I have in the Science and Fun of Flirting. It's about having flirting energy with the world, having fun with everybody. And so then when you do meet a woman you're attracted to, you'd like to engage with, being flirty with her is just the way you are, is a way of life, not all of a sudden a different persona you have to put on with some memorized lines. It's like you're just a fun person because you've learned to have fun with life. So that's it for right now. I encourage you think about that in the morning, wake up and say those three things to myself. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know where I'm going. I'm having fun along the way. With that, checking in from Odessa, Ukraine, and I'll talk to you again soon.